Hi everybody, just if you can give me a quick comms test just to make sure you can hear me and everything's okay. Hey man, thanks for coming mate. Glad you were the first. Okay. I've just finished up a quick storyline mission I thought I could get done before the start of the stream. But I thought I'd kick up the pre-stream, I don't know what to call it, like just get a couple of minutes. But as the title suggests, we're just going to do a couple of HateLesS style missions. We do it for fun. Stop when it's either I'm too tired or can't be bothered. So, I mean, how's your day been, Emma? Now, I'm going to do the same thing as I did yesterday. Hey, it's Carrie. Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing as yesterday. I don't want to know how many viewers. I'm not even going to look. I'm just going to keep chatting, talking crap to you guys, doing missions, and just seeing how we go, really. I mean, as I was saying yesterday, would like to get affiliate so I can start working towards maybe getting CCP partner. Also doing distribution missions to grind. Oh, cool, mate. I mean, are you using the potent Glamorax boosters? These ones? If you're not, tell me and I'll send you a couple. You'd have to go to Jita to get them. Although I might have a couple here. Because these increase the... They decrease the grind factor, but they increase the grind standing. So they're perfect little things. I think I've got a few spare if you want a couple. Doing last haul now. Cool. Yeah, unfortunately I'm in Big Bertha here. Great for hauling, really crap for moving. Although I can't say anything, it helped me move the ships here, so... It'd be part of the family. Now I know my corp's doing something else tonight. I think they're looking at the home front things. I just decided last night, after the stream, I just want to do this again. Oh, good on you, man. They are good boosters. Let's see what we get for the mission when we finally get there. So what's everyone been up to today? Real life in game? Anything good? It's a bit of a weird one that, because you've kind of got to play all the factions at the same time. I know HateLesS had a video on like using tags to get standing, but for the life of me, I don't know a way of stopping them going down. I just seem to live at a constant -2 with Minmatar, no, sorry, with Galente, and Minmatar's going down the more I do these Amarian missions. Where is it? Out there. Yeah, Galente's gone down, Minmatar's gone down. Yeah. I don't need to go to Rusty Land and cheese-eating Surrender Monkey Land either. Yeah, I've never been able to get it where all the factions are positive, so I just doubled down on Caldari and Amar. It was handy at the time when you could go from Amar space to Caldari space with Niaja, but the damn triangles took that away from us. But I've got jump clones, I don't really need to go through that space anymore. If I need to get up to Jita quick, I just self-destruct the blank clone that's in this station, or put one in. I'm just being told in co-op that my one-hand flying is showing. I don't know if that's a reference to somewhere else or not. Okay, so we've got blood burners, so let's accept that. Let's try not to get in the wrong ship today. Right, let's go there. No, I make no promises as to how long this stream is. This is strictly a bonus stream. I think I'm going to have tomorrow night off because Secret Invasion's out, so I want to watch that. And then Thursday's going to start being part of the schedule. So we guaranteed Mondays, Thursdays. Still undecided which weekend date is. I'm thinking Sunday nights for an hour or two. And then hit it on the Monday again. It's all seeing how it works really, because I like the surprise stream. If I want to stream, I just want to load up the channel and do it. I mean, I'm just happy people are here. Now, I was advised by a friend at work. It was satirical, so I'm going to be honest and just say, leave the lurkers alone. So, I'm literally looking at nothing today. All I've got is a chat open in mod mode, so I can't see anything. I'm just going to have a bit of fun with you guys. And hopefully not die in the process. I mean, this one's a pretty simple one. It's approach and kill. Wait. That's the wrong ship. See? I'd do this. That's the one I use for vengeance. Glad we caught that one. See? What complete fail streamer. Oh wait, no it's not. Wait. Have I just skinned something wrong? Wait. Just give me a sec. I think I've done something weird here. Oh no, this is the right. God damn it. Excuse my French, but a fucking idiot. That's the skin for blood. I thought we got the wrong ship then. But I'm looking like that isn't a vengeance fit. Hey mum, is the bit where you're saying that sounds like the best thing you could do, is that just this stream when I want to have fun? Although I've got a random extra weapon on my ship now. I have 2 extra weapons. That is weird as hell. Yeah, I mean, I remember, again, I'm referencing the good HateLesS here, but he used to tell me just, you know, if you ever do stream, you've just got to do it for the lols and the fun. I mean, he never expected to make money from it, and when he did, he was happy. I remember what happened when he got that £2,000 donation for the Brave the Jump thing, the diabetes charity. And well, some of the noises he made were interesting, but he enjoyed it. And then he did a 48-hour stream. I can't do that. Work would kill me. And I actually like my job, so I'm not risking that. But yeah, streaming for fun. I mean, I've got a personal thing. I want to make CCP partner, just to say I did it. But whether that happens in, 6 months, 6 years, doesn't matter. So yeah, this one really is just approach and kill. But the crew has so much raw HP. Because originally it was a lot easier, and then they redid all the faction rats for when they did the what you call them, the pirate strongholds, and they just made this a brick. But that was back when you used to use a what you call it? Was it a wolf? And then have auto cannons doing nothing but EMP. Yeah, and then the Nurgle came out. It's like, oh, this will work for that. Well, these extra weapon slots I seem to have found are starting to freak me out a bit. The more they fix the game, the more they break the game. So how's everybody doing tonight? Because I'm certainly hoping there's more than just a couple of people here. I mean, if you want to say hey, say hey. If you want to lurk, lurk. It's entirely up to you. That is not worth 1.6 mil. Nah, didn't get it in time. So let's just keep going. Tan this one in and get the next one. Trying a slightly different music tonight. Still synthwave, just a different playlist than I normally use. I mean, time-honoured tradition. I'm just going to chuck it up in the chat just in case anybody wants it for future. So let's dock up and see what we get for the next one. I'm going to be interested from you guys to know whether you want me to do full clears on some missions or whether you just want the burners and blitz. Because I might do like a full clear night where whatever mission we get, we just kill everything. And then feel dirty afterwards. There we go. So let's jump there. Oh, that's a fair point, mate. If you're happy with me just doing my thing, then we'll just keep going with it. See, because originally when I did missions, it was nothing but full clears. It was like the choir boy of gaming. Go in, kill everything, loot everything, come back. You know, spend 2 hours doing Garistus Extravaganza in a Drake. Not my finest moment. Now I know that's not the man himself, but it's as close as we're going to get. Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing my best. But yeah, I'm not here to replace him. I just want to be the diet version. But yeah, I'm doing my best for you, Lizzie. I still think he's up there with a goofy grin, looking down, just stroking his now resurrected beard. And he's thinking, I made DD stream again. And again. And again. But thanks for coming in with that. Okay, so what are we doing next? Ooh, Dread Pirate. Let's get that one going. Okay. So that's this one. I mean, this one, we're going to be doing the HateLesS way of doing it anyway, so it's go in. I mean, in this case, make sure I've got a gate key. Yeah, I've got a gate key. Go in, run past the first gate, kill Scarlet again. Hey, Grimax, how you doing, mate? Nice to have you here. Seeing the old faces, it's pretty good. And thanks for following as well, pal. So, Grimax, I still use the cursor that you developed. A few tweaks here and there, but That became my main blood boat. It's been for a couple of years now. God, it's been that long. Yeah, because I just moved in my old flat and lived there 2 years. And then I've been living here a year. My God, time flies when you're having this much fun. Lizzie, if you're still listening, thank you for that message. I hope he's proud of me. But yeah, this is like the spiritual way of keeping the flame going, just with a slightly more British tinge. I mean, I know I've said this probably about 1,000,000 times already today, but how's everybody doing? Like I say, they may not be the longest stream, maybe the same size as yesterday. See how it goes. But yeah, we're just going to go do Dread Pirate Scarlet now, so it's essentially the original burner. Although the first time I did this mission, I full cleared it because I thought, oh yeah, all the ships, all the loot. What I didn't realise is I was losing 10 million by not killing her. But for more than a while, we've been doing it right. I need to figure out how you turn down the volume on on followers, because I need a hearing test after every one. Okay, so let's get ready for this. So we're going to approach the gate straight away on this. If we're lucky, we can usually get to the gate before we start getting shot at, or as damn near close as possible. Yes, let's get through this gate. I wonder whether it's going to be the one. No, it's the other ones. The Glentivish. I didn't know whether it was going to be the Minotaur ones. Yeah, we should get past this gate, no issue. Okay, that's the gate bit done. Yeah, always have a gate key handy. There's just random rubbish in there. Okay, so let's target Scarlet as quick as we can. There we go, pre-fire the guns. And let's hopefully just make 5 million within a second. There we go. So that's 5 mil made. Let's activate that, double click the gate. I'll say it again, seriously, CCP put some decent time into those explosion effects. Will we lose shields before we warp? Yeah, we did, even though we still got 3%. I know, it almost sounds like blasphemy until the recent changes. Hey, they added an extra low slot and gave it the same tank bonus whether you do armor or shields. For me, that was a bit of a net win. Actually, no buffer. This is the same active one I use for several other missions. And hello, PCaston 2. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, this is essentially just an armor version. I like armor builds over shields as a personal preference. And it works. I mean, previously I used to use a very buffer tanked Macarial. But I recently moved my mission base down here and I just didn't want to bring multiple battleships. So I consolidated in one ship. As much as I could anyway. I know if I do Pirate Invasion, when it goes back into my normal roster, I've got to swap the micro warp drive for that micro jump drive. But it's hardly the worst thing in the world swapping a prop mod for one mission. Okay, so we're going to go back to the base, hand this one in and go for the next one. Not yet, Greymax, no. I mean, my corp's doing them right now. They're trialling quite a lot of fits at the moment. But it didn't really tickle the pickle, as it were. I mean, I will look into them one day. Where's the base there? I've never done them. When I started to look into doing level 5 missions was back in the old days when if you went, I think it was to Torinos or somewhere like that, you could do them in high sec. And I started building up the money to get the rattlesnake that you'd use, and then they all of a sudden in the patch notes just said they're no longer available in high sec. So spent the money on some other things. Back when you bought a Plex and it was a single unit and it was 300 million S for 30 days time. God, I miss those days. Should have downed every bit of money I had before those changes. I mean, HateLesS used to do level 5s, and Greymax, I don't know if still does or did. But I imagine the big bottleneck is the LP, because that you get so much of it so fast, I imagine it's hard to clear. I mean, the LP here is dreadful. No, don't do that one. That's kind of cool. Nah, can't be bothered. I still need to get Dreamy off of that. Ooh, Vengeance. Okay. Actual Vengeance all this time. Let's go back there. I mean, this mission's another one of those approach and kill jobbies. I do like this skin though. Still haven't decided what skin to get for the Varga. I'm lying in bed last night, trying to get to sleep, and all I'm thinking about is, I wonder what skin. And then I'm like, maybe I'll stream. Then I'm like, I enjoy streaming. And then I went back to the skin. Yeah, Mum, it was how HateLesS used to do it, and I modelled my entire mission running plan on what he was doing on his streams in like 2018, 2019. So, you know, throughout many chats with him at many stupid hours of the morning my time, you know, he fully convinced me that the idea is whilst you can have one Nurgle and just refit it, you know, why have one Nurgle when you can have 6 for 6 times the price? But if your Nurgle gets blown up, because at the time I was living in a high-sec island, if one Nurgle blew up, I still had the other 5 to go on. Although when I originally started, it was more Daredevils. Yeah, I had 3 Daredevils. I mean, it's a bit pricier to set up, because quite literally, where you can buy one Nurgle and the fittings for X amount, you've then got 6 times the ship cost. But a couple of hours of doing this, even if you go like somewhere quite literally crap LP, too high sec status to really be profitable, it's a nice shaped constellation. You know, a couple of hours of doing this, that's one Nurgle. A couple more hours, that's another Nurgle. It pays for itself over time. I mean, I've had 2 Alliance tournament ships from doing missions. Literally solely funded from missions. I mean, I'm going for a 3rd now. But that's what I'll call... Every now and then you'll hear me talk about the HateLesS project. I've got a Raiju. So I've got a Hydra, a Raiju, and I'm going for any cruiser I can get. Now, I keep track of my ISK. So whilst I do trading and I do a little bit of like skin speculation, so I've got enough to essentially buy another cruiser. I want to grind just missions for this one. So out of the money I've got, about 60 bill is reserved for the HateLesS project right now, and I've just got to keep grinding and grinding. But I'm going for a cruiser, and my plan is it's going to be like named HateLesS. It's going to be a little museum station, and it's going to be fitted like he'd fit it. I like to think I knew him well enough to know how he would have fit one. So you know it'll be fitted to the nines. But that's somewhat of a multi-year journey for me, because that isn't something I'm going to get overnight. And even if I could get it overnight, I want to work for it. I want to grind missions, and then grind a few more. And yeah, it might take me a while. But as Imam said, it's a worthy goal. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it after that, though. Like the others, I'll be too paranoid to take them out out the station. Well, they're saying that part of me wants to do a Dread thing like he used to do. Remember, some of the older viewers of history will remember Dread Week. That could be fun, but the problem is, no my luck, I'll do what he did, and like on his first day, and get whelped by a super carrier within seconds. Although it was more fun later on when he started getting like decent fights going, and he was using the high angle, what is it, high angle weapon version, like the torpedoes essentially popping things. And then after he killed enough, they just popped him. But they gave him a good fight. Okay, I think they need to tone down the size of those explosions. But yeah, if it wasn't for HateLesS, I wouldn't have any of the stuff I've got now. It was the epitome of teach a man to fish and you'll feed him for a lifetime. Although it was funny just finding HateLesS, and that's when I first saw the stream he was in, genuinely thought it was clickbait, because the title was like doing triple burners, something like that. I wish I'd remembered it. Like, there's no way you can do those missions are impossible, and well, I was wrong. I was much wrong because because he did the videos and I lurked a little bit. Then I followed him, had a chat with him, and then he'd reference his videos for like the burners. So I was watching him constantly. And then one day I just thought, sod it, let's just do it. I already had all the skills. Never turned back since. Sorry, I just had a drink there. Okay, so let's dock up and get the next one. I mean, in HateLesS's Discord, somebody today said they used his videos and were doing Triglavian stuff, and that they'd just done the first one. I was like, oh, congratulations, good on you. You know, his memory and his effect on this game are going to live on for years. Well, it still doesn't feel real. I wake up and I imagine I'm just going to have a message from him going Bazinga. Or the other day I was trying to do a ship fit and I found myself going to Discord and think, no, I can't do that anymore. Just because normally whenever I was theory crafting a build, I'd send him a message, send him like the pre-release version of it, and just still don't feel real that I can't do that anymore. It's a very sombering experience. But let's get the next one. Let's go from there. Keep trying to get my mate from work that come in the stream yesterday to try and play Eve. It's not going well. Although I do think Eve is partly a mindset as opposed to a game. Attack of the drones. I haven't done it in a while and I do enjoy shooting drones, but no. Hey, it's the Angel Cartel, like we haven't done that 3 or 4 times yesterday. So what are your mission fleets like, guys? Anybody got like a fancy ship that they love, or is it like composition that bit different than anybody else that you think could become more meta in the future? There we go, let's get ready to jump. Just started running the bases. Wow, you enjoying them? Very much in a test phase. I fly anything to test it. It's good mentality to have, that is. I mean, I remember when a couple of years ago, and I mean the Garma was king for teams. You didn't do anything but the Garma. I do them all except the super carrier yet. See, I've got builds to do super carrier, but it takes so long. I don't like it. So I'll be honest, I could do it. I've done it once to say I've done them all. Never done it since. Don't even have the ship to do it anymore. I don't normally get rid of ships, but that one was like, yeah, you're going. I won't train them all. I mean, I got an Ikatursa fit because I went through a big phase of flying everything triangle. I'm being pawed by a cat. It's just like being in a HateLesS stream. Yeah, I've got a black cat and a kind of white and grey one, and the black one that's a bit antisocial seems to like me and wants attention. So I'm giving him a little bit of a love, and then he can bugger off. But this cat will not go in your lap. He is pure evil in that regard. Okay, so you've got a Retry that can do all the... Now, is that one Retry, or do you have to run like 3 Retrys together and then they'll like turtle tank each other? Or is it tinkering as they call it these days? I get confused by a lot of the nomenclature. Okay, so turn that on, go with that, lower the resolution on my mouse to 800. And wait for him to web me. So I say, because I've seen a retribution fit for killing Hawk, which is just 1 Retry. Of course, HateLesS uses it, because I tried it. I think he's getting a bit sick of me asking him for his fits. And I could do it, it just didn't feel me. I mean, it's good to see so many people doing anomics these days. Because the amount of people I know where they're like, oh, I do level 4s, oh, do you do burners? Oh no. And it's always the, oh no. Because I used to say the same thing. Yeah. I mean, I didn't know that, yeah, because at the time I got like 200 million skill points. I didn't realise that I'd actually got all the skills that HateLesS used in his original set of videos. Because he used to like tell you what skills you really needed, and I'm like, I've got that, I've got that, I've got that. I remember the day because I wasn't working at the time, and it's like I got 7 billion left in my wallet, and I'm like, sod it, I'm doing it. And I just went because he reckoned you needed 6 to 7 bill to buy the fleet, fit it out, and get it ready. And then I bought everything, I got it all on station, died on my first mission, kind of panicked a little bit, and then I set up a system in my head where I'd watch the video he did, prep everything, mentally go through it, and then do it, and made about 4 billion in a week, which at the time for me that was insane. And then within a couple of months I was up to 50-60 bill. And then me and HateLesS decided to do a bit of me and him first one to get to 100 bill. I think he'd already done it once, but we raced each other. Ah, we got it within a day or so of each other. Yes, I beat him. One of the few things he would openly admit is on his second run I got to it quicker. And I was dead happy with that. I was like, yay, I did a thing. Ah, there's no loot there. So let's take this back to the station. So yeah, Megan, I did a thing, and he carried on making more, and I kind of just stopped at that. I just 100 bill, I'd never need that much ever again. And then I just got the idea in my head of, let's get an alliance tournament ship, because people say you can't get them doing missions. I remember having a conversation with a very old corp mate from an old corp, and he's like, you can't make money doing missions. I didn't care. I enjoyed the missions, still do, because I do the same missions again and again, and I still don't seem to get bored of it. I always remember how proud HateLesS was the day I got my first alliance tournament ship. Picaston, yeah, I watched the videos. I'd watched the video just before I did it, and then I slowly stopped watching the videos, and it almost became muscle memory. But his videos are a tremendously good resource. I mean, even now, the original builds he set up still carry now. I mean, he updated them a year or so ago to more modern standards, and again, they still hold water. I wish we could update some of his other videos, like for the when they changed the Marauders recently, where they added like low slot, take a low slot for me. I wish we could update that, but we'll do what we can. Oh, Grimax, that's ace. 20 bill. Jesus. Is that because are they just not balanced? Because I keep hearing people saying they're nerfed, but they're still better than some null activities. But the problem is I'm reading Reddit at like 6 o'clock in the morning, so I don't know whether I'm reading bullcrap or whether I'm just half asleep or not. But with you saying that, I'm starting to think it's holding true. I mean, for me, I'm in a nice point where I've got a corp. Yeah, there's only like 10 of us on at most times, but it's a good group, and I know they're doing this now. They're doing the Homefront missions as we speak. But I mean, if they're taking through like a new guy or something like that, I mean, that money's going to be insane for them. Oh, blood again. Okay. Legion blood. With the right skin this time. But yeah, I mean, for me, the skin is how I identify which burner ship I'm in. I just think six Nurgles, there's 6 skins. I don't see coincidence. I mean, it's worse escrow per character than burners. I mean, all I'm going to say is if you made 20 bill a week in a week, that's not bad. Yeah, I got this skin when I went to Eve London, because I had 2 passes, so I instantly got 2 skins, like the little card redemption things you get for the skins. And I'm walking around, and this woman wearing a CCP t-shirt, quite late, she just goes, "Do you want some more?" I'm like, "Yes, please." She gives me another 2, because I'm wearing 2 passes at this point. Because originally I was going to go with somebody, and then they bailed. I'd already bought the ticket, so why not? Okay. So I just got blasted in the ears, but unfortunately it didn't tell me who did what. Ah, thanks P-Caston for following, mate. Thank you, it's really appreciated. So I haven't figured out how to get to see all the things. I'm still learning this every day as I go, so if I'm 154% fail, I will get better. Oh, that's getting banned. Oh no, I'm hitting the ban hammer on that one. That's I'm talking to my partner, she's on the sofa. That was the first ban I've done. I enjoyed that. Yeah, I remember doing that for HateLesS. Don't worry, you can ban the next one. They will keep showing up. Okay, I've got a missus that wants to hit the ban hammer so much. But yeah, P-Caston, thanks for following, mate. Really appreciate it. I mean, on the other side note though, seriously, if you guys have got any test builds you want a bit of feedback on, or you want me to test, just let me know. I mean, if you want to join like-minded people in the community, then I've seen you in the game. Good on you, mate. Thank you. I like putting names to faces, or faces to names, or people to pixels. And I've just lost everybody because I'm trying to make everything rhyme. There we go. But yeah, I mean, I double checked with HateLesS' family before I did anything, but I got I don't want to say permission, but I spoke with them, and they're okay with me. How can I put it? I'm not gonna like make like my own Discord. I'm not gonna make anything. We're gonna use the HateLesS one to keep the community going, because taking off. Keep up the good work. Cheers, pal. I'm reading in game and the stream now. But yeah, so we're trying to keep his community as it was. It's a good community of like-minded people. So quite literally, we'll start. You know, I'm gonna. If anybody wants to do Discord or anything, join the HateLesS Gaming Discord. Okay, so let's go in. Broke the corner rule. I pressed go in before I turned on my armor wrapper. There we go. So target, approach, and F for 3 through 1. And now it's a waiting game. Now, as I've said, I know I've said this a load of times, I don't know how many people are here. I've taken a page out of HateLesS's book and I don't look. I don't even want to know. I know you can see, Siobhan. I don't care. Like I said, I just hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Because so far we've already had one person trying to sell us higher numbers. They obviously saw the potential in the stream. And I got the first ban hammer of the day. And apparently I'm being flipped off. Joys of having your missus 5 or 6 feet away from you, and she wanted to hit the ban hammer so much. But yeah, this one, he's a brick tank. We're just going to burn him down with fire slowly. Well, look, here's an interesting thing I want to. Is that like a miniature like singularity that's trapped, and essentially we're pulling crap out? Is it like a mini star, and the weapon's firing like a beam of star? Because if so, that is so cool. Literally burn it with the heart of a star. Because I know that when they're doing those Triglavian like extractor things on the stars. That's probably... No, that's what I've got, Carrie. Not what the ship's got. Yeah, sometimes the game does make you go cross-eyed, and when you try and put real-world stuff in there. Carrie, I need a fart containment container, the way my backside's going. Literally, I can be out in the open and people downwind from me are dying. But, yay diabetes. Yeah. I still like the idea that I'm firing a star at this guy. That's going to be my internal headcanon. You ain't got any evidence, Mrs. D. You can't prove it. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to loot the wreck, because occasionally you get something nice. It's so occasional, it may as well verge on margin of error. Here's a little thing I'd like to know. What's your favourite mission? There ain't no Geneva Convention out here in space. And the Outer Space Treaty doesn't include farting. But yeah, what's your favourite mission, guys? Mine's Burn HateLesS, hands down. I enjoy that one. Subsequently, Burn HateLesS was the first burner I ever tried, even before I met HateLesS. Carrie, you normally just send teddy bears and my kids love them.
But does he have this address?
Although Mrs. D was asking if you have this address, and I'm like, no. Not this one. Yeah, I like Burn HateLesS. So far they all get me to log off. Oh, come on, it must be better than that. Yeah, I like burning HateLesS because I found a YouTube video years that this must have been a while ago because my late mother was still alive and all that, so it's definitely pre-HateLesS. And I found a video where they had a Cerberus with heavy missiles. And I'll be honest, I used that and I did a burn HateLesS. It took me ages because they damped me to the point where I could only target them if it was like point blank range. And then I tried another burner and died promptly. It was like, yeah, sod it. Not doing this anymore. How little did I know a few years later I'd be doing this. Paddington. Yeah, that got reappropriated by Addie's little sister T. Pretty sure she's seen the bear. Because originally it didn't leave the flat, and then at one point she managed to convince me to take it home. Speaking of the socks, Carrie, Mrs. D got me some for my birthday. Was it the grumpy ones? Yeah, she got me the grumpy ones. And now I'll mix and match the grumpy ones with the ones you sent me. Yeah, the Funkus, they were funny. They trigger Mrs. D quite a lot because she likes to pair socks properly, so when you can't pair purposefully odd socks. Yeah, let's get in and turn this one in. I hope everybody's having a good stream. I'm enjoying it. So, because when I start the first, right. Okay, that's getting into it. That's getting into weird territory. But yeah, what was I going to say? Oh. Yeah, I mean, I did the original stream 5-minute ban. Nah, Carrie's harmless. Pretty sure the guy's got a tiny cat, or was it kind of tiny? I can't remember. Oh, blood again. Haven't we just done blood? Oh well. Off we go. So I've completely lost my train of thought then. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that was what I was going to say. Because I mean, originally when I started streaming, I was asked by his family, like by HateLesS's family, to stream on his channel. I did the birthday bash because that was my idea. I needed to do something for him. I was struggling a bit, and that was my little way of grieving. And so I'm there. I've done that, and then I got asked to keep streaming, and then there was just a few issues, so I set this channel up to keep going. You know what? For the life of me, I could not bring myself to do anything. You know, I did the Zappy Boy thing, and I enjoyed that. Still think it's pretty. But I'm sitting there on the bus home or on the bus to work, and like, what can I stream? And I think I annoyed Mrs. D because I kept saying I'm going to stream, and then I came up with an excuse every time to bottle it. And then, quite literally, I'm like, why don't you just do what you love? Why don't you just do what you remember? So I moved a mission fleet, came out here, and now I'm here with you fine guys and girls and FBI agents and bots. And Carrie. But I am enjoying it. And I keep getting told, just do it for the fact that you want to do it, and You know what? I am. I mean, I'm kind of giddy at the moment. Hope when I get that email after the stream to see, because they send you an email with your stats of like what you got, and I'll be honest, I'm in anticipation of that email. I mean, if I've got one person here, I'm happy. If I can entertain somebody, even better. People have me on in the background, I don't mind. Although I am starting to wish we got some different missions other than blood. Spider-Niggle does whatever Spider-Niggle does. It does look like Spider-Man. I can never unsee that now, man. I will never unsee that. It's like the first time back when, like, when Dominic's had the older skin and there was the Lego man on the back. Once you saw the Lego man, you could never unsee it. Or when you look at a Vex or an Ishtar and you see the smile on the front. Yeah, I am never going to unsee the Spider-Niggle.
That's pretty.
Alright, let's go in. I think we all know the deal with this mission now. Turn on tank, go in there, approach, pummel it, come out with some money. I'm going to keep telling myself if I get a decent faction drop, I'm going to give it away. I just need one to happen so I can do that. Sorry about that, guys. I was yawning. Well, we've made it to an hour of the bonus stream, so let's see if we can make it to 2. Okay, I'm just watching my cats have a bit of a fight. The black one's pretty much taken over the stool.
Luna's also on the dining room table.
And I've just been informed that the stream manager is currently sitting on the table. As you all know, any and all complaints do go to the stream manager. I do feel obliged to give Luna at least 10-20 seconds of time. There we go. I see her as a reverse Karen. You wouldn't say she was a cool dog if you saw what she did earlier. What did I do? I don't know, Carrie, you've always done something. Haven't decided whether it's good or bad yet. I don't, mate. I'd never apologise. Although you are an experience. Okay. Yeah, there's times when I wish there was a faster way of doing this mission, but there really isn't. I don't think you're getting Oscar. You know, you might give me a heart attack or some kind of embolism. Yeah, I was just saying, I wish there was a faster way of doing this, but there really isn't a better ship for this. Oh, Carrie, I live in off-topic, mate. Love that channel. Oh, there we go. Let's see what loot we didn't get. And our survey says... crap. Okay, so let's dock up, spin this one around and get another one. It is pretty though. Ancient Capitals, welcome to the stream, mate. 39 kill marks, wow. The only ships I've got that had kill marks were gifted to me by Locavul the Nub, because he did some giveaways and I won them. And I kept them in like a ship museum. They've got some nice kill marks, but they ain't mine. 39 kill marks, wow man. How are you tonight? Again, thanks for coming into the stream, it's appreciated. Trying to sort of be the spiritual like Diet Coke version of HateLesS in his honour. That's the whole inspiration behind the stream. And the more I'm doing it, the more I'm enjoying it. Like I say, every new face I see is really appreciated. Ooh, somebody just joined the corp. Ding. I run a strict, at the moment, one character, one account rule. What, the Liminal Crossing skin costs 5 bill in Gia? I've still got 3 from when I went to Eve London. I've got 2 Ikiturs, 2 Draga, and 3 Nurgle left. So last time I saw that skin in G2, about 600-700 mil. I thought that was only a few weeks ago. Well, then I've got more than what's on the market in a can in Gia. But then again, just for the record, guys, I am a bit of a hoarder for skins. I have a working business model. I buy them, store them for 3 or 4 years, and then I sell them. Because I bought an Ikitur Vegas skin a year or so ago for 9 bill. Sold it for 40 billion a week and a half ago. Because I saw somebody put a buy order up for 40 bill. I'm like, I've got 2 of them. So I said sod it and just sold it. But then again, I also bought, what was the other one I got? The Paladin skin? The black and gold one that for the Yule Festival. I bought one, put it in a can because I'm like, I like the Imperial Jubilee skin, but I thought, you know, I'll buy one because I'll put it on one day. I like black and gold. Never used it, and then HateLesS knew somebody that wanted one, and we got chatting, and then I sold that for 45 bill. For the cost of whatever it was in Plex originally. Skins are gold. You just got to find the right skin and go from there, really. But that is literally my side hustle. Buy cheap, buy lots, and then just sit. Is it panties? Now this is still in the hand holder configuration, the really massively over-tanked version. But it does the mission well. But it doesn't matter how much I sell, I'm still doing the HateLesS project. Hey Jay, how you doing, mate? How's your stream going? Or how did your stream go, should I say? Just telling the stream earlier that I was trying to get you to play Eve earlier. don't think I've ever been to this system yet. Okay, this is weird. The cat is like using its tail to wind me up. Oh, and then it's just attacked the other guy. It's like watching Ultimate Fighting Championship for cats. They're like proper, like, we want attention and we want it now. Oh. And I know you've only just done that up. Was it just a random blue screen or was there something more to it? Ah. That could be a problem. There we go. So let's... The tank's already on. I mean, this computer makes my computer get like proper jealousy issues. Grimax, is that one for like every burner, just like say on its own, or is it specifically like you need 3 of them to run it? I mean, what's the normal strategy? Is it get them to follow you? Is it brawl? Dude, you'd feel dirty, but my god, you'd feel good. It's all about the dirt. Viva la dirt. And I'm pretty sure that's a YouTube channel. That's Viva la Dirtbag, innit? Anyway, how do you know you'd feel dirty if you've never tried it? Sorry about that. I was just read a new member in the corps. I thought, bit of shameless self-promotion and chucked a link in there saying streaming now. I feel like Disney Plus, but the budget Diet Coke version. So how's everybody's evening going? Because I don't know where half of you guys are. So it's like, it could be evening, could be early afternoon, could be tomorrow for all I know if you're in like the Aussie areas. Yeah, I've turned that Discord ping off. That did literally just blow up my eardrums. Okay. Do we get any loot in the pinata? Or is it just going to be like crappy ammo? Well, we'll know in a few seconds. Nah, that's rubbish. Let's go home, hand it in, get another one. One more jump. Yeah, you got to do the shameless advertising plugs here and there. I'm gonna keep joking that if this got anywhere like near decent, the amount of Mountain Dew that I drink, I should get sponsored by them. And then, as Jay said, use your gaming supplement, Mountain Dew. Okay, so let's get to the station, hand this in, and then go from there. Okay, what do we get next? Ooh, right hand. There we go. I think it's only next door, isn't it? Yeah. And yes, for anybody that's just recently joined, that is an arm of Varga. Yes, I know it's an arm of Varga. I'm not sorry. Works for me. Might have to give it a go. I mean, there's a certain knack to it in terms of like orbit, approach, run like hell. I'm just saving that for later. Ram the rat. Noted. No, no, no. Did not want to overload. Close that. Okay, so we're literally just gonna like pop shit from range with this. You know, a Mars space always looks like it's on fire. Okay. No. We'll do that. That. Ah, oh, so close to popping that then. But on a plus point, the stream is brought to you, you know, in association with the pretty explosions. Because as we know, it's all about the pretty explosions. Okay. Just waiting for Zor to get a bit closer, so let's pop his mate. See, I like that explosion, but the one where it just goes in like a sphere of red. I don't know whether they just did that wrong, or whether that's some kind of like thermal, just burn it with fire kind of thing. They ain't fireworks, son. They be missiles. Come on, 2 kilometers more and I can pop you. Then I can drag in your wreck and take the stuff. Boom. Turn that off. I mean, I still haven't figured out if this ship's complete or whether it's a bit like most Minotaur ships where it looks like it's half done. Now, thanks to the beautiful bonuses of this ship, I can tractor beam from a lot further away. Quite literally just pulling in this wreck just to take his stuff. I do like just one popping things. Okay, so we've got the hacker card, that's usually the main bread and butter, and then I just take that stuff just to melt it down for minerals. Just gotta wait a few more seconds because I usually go about 30 to 25. There we go. Let's get home, hand it in. Might chuck some of the stuff that's in this ship just because I seem to be amassing hacker cards. About depends on which way the wind's blowing, but 8 to 10 mil. It's not much, but it's a bit of a steady income. It makes the mission worth doing. I mean, it takes less than a couple of minutes to do it. Could probably do it quicker in a different ship, but this is kind of becoming my amalgamated blitzer. Swiss Army explosion in a girder factory. I do enjoy this ship, but again, I seriously need to find a better skin. Yellow is not doing it for me anymore. Okay, so let's dock up, spin it. Let's get a new one. But as I said, so minerals. Anything I melt down goes in my long minerals pile. That can stay. They can go in there. If I ran crystals, I'd look at it. But sadly I don't. I mean, I've seen people use a shield Cronus. I mean, I simmed a couple over the years. Because then you can load the low slots with a lot of damage mods. Do I feel like in a rip out my own eyeballs mood? No. Nah, can't be arsed. Oh, hell no. Nope. I need to test this. So, because I've tried it with a micro warp drive, trying to fly in a certain direction, don't work. After one decline, I wait for 4 hours. See, I do it it is going to be the HateLesS way now. That's just what I'm calling it. I do it his way. So it's... I mean, with the Glamour Axe boosters, you can just pretty much decline all day. You can decline like 4 or 5 big missions, and then you do one burner and you're back up to where you were. I mean, I remember when these boosters didn't have an expiration date, and that was a good few months. I mean, I remember HateLesS buying thousands of them because he'd run them across all his ults. So, and then he would literally just run them for 8 hours a day, changing the boosters 3.5 times a week. Okay, so let's go in. Now there's only one group in this mission you have to kill. And I'm trying to figure out if I can get far enough away but close enough to them and still be able to hit them. Okay, so I'm going to go that way. So the group I'm trying to kill is the one that spawns at the carrier rep, but I need, in this build, I need a bit of distance. So let's just tip up a little bit. Because lately I've been getting aggroed by that group over there and the one that spawns around this. So I'm trying to find almost like the perfect trajectory. Because in my old ship I used to go down here, and that was when I was using the Barghest. And then I'd just pound them with rage torpedoes. Not rage. Yeah, rage torpedoes. And I'd just pound the crap out of them. Just if I can swap many ships into one ship, lets me have a smaller fleet here. Oh, I've only just noticed, yeah, the hologram effects are on it. That's kind of cool. Oh, they spawned. I don't want to shoot that. See, sometimes you pop the first battleship. Okay. New strat. Kill the cruisers, because if they get too close, it's always a bad day. Even with Bastion mode doubling the thing. Oh, Grimax, this LP's trash. Absolute trash. I wanted a place that was just... I needed to get away from where I was running. And I'm not too fussed about the LP. This is quite literally me doing this for a bit of enjoyment. If I was after making money, I'd run in different places than here. But this is just a nice sized constellation. Shouldn't send me more than about 4 jumps. But I don't think there's actually anything worth it on the LP. Slightly better hit on that one. Okay, so I think I've locked in my trajectory for this. Let's kill that Lord next. Ooh, dang. One shot. That's what we like. Okay, so one more shot and this mission's done. But yeah, no, this area is just for personal enjoyment. It's not for making money. I mean, at the moment, what's the shit Hotel P at the moment? Because I remember Sisters is what you'd always rate everything by. It's better than Sisters, it's worse than Sisters. I need to get a better chair at some point. Ooh, HateLesS. Reset this. Good HateLesS. I get to say this. We're going to do my favourite mission now. Okay. Bit of random loot from this. Let's go in. Although, again, funny story on the skin. If you fancy having New Year's talked off for 5 minutes, I wouldn't have that skin if it wasn't for the old man himself. Because that's one of the abyssal... what do they call it? Show info. It's one of the abyssal glory skins. Can't buy it. I don't even think you can get them anymore, thanks to CCP being a bit weird and stopping the what you call it, the abyssal arenas. So I remember when this came out, and again I was talking to HateLesS because Christ, I talk to him on a daily basis. And I'm like, I'd love the skin, but I could never get one. And bluntly just goes, why not? I'm like, because it's PvP and I'm as useful as PvP as I am at other things. And I wouldn't say rip my head off, but he definitely gave me a talking to, like, you know, you'll never do it if you never try. If you never try, you'll never do it. It's a perfect self-sabotaging circle. And I'm like, okay, how much do I normally spend on skins? Yes. Because this is at a point when I wasn't bothered. If a new skin came out, I bought the set. So I wasn't bothered. So I put a couple of billion aside, and I remember getting up at 8 o'clock on a Sunday morning, my kids were still in bed, and I'm like, I started Abyssal PvP, I jumped in. I think the first one I went in was with an Ishtar, and I got owned. Trounced completely. And the person that killed me messaged me, gave me a bit of advice, so I changed my fate. I do the next one, get trounced. 6-7 deaths later, you know, I'm taking it on board. I'm trying not to let it get me, although inside I'm secretly freaking out. And I'll be honest, I got lucky. I'm in a vagabond, and all of a sudden I come across an Ashimu, and I'm like, I got a chance here. Guy's trying to literally drain me. Unbeknownst to him, I've got a cargo full of capacity boosters, and my guns don't need cap. So I whittle him away, kill him, and he messages me, and he's like, what did I do wrong? Where? Teach me how to do it. And I'm like, mate, this is the first win I've had. You know, you don't think you did anything wrong. It was a good fight. Deck was stacked on my, you know, it was stacked for me that time, rather, you know, it's against you this time. And admittedly, it was one win. It got me to 93rd. And then for the next hour, I'm looking at the scoreboards and like, I haven't moved, I haven't moved, I haven't moved. And then downtime happens, and I got it. But if it wasn't for HateLesS having a go at me, telling me, look, stop self-sabotaging, I'd probably have a different, more boring skin. But he was right. I kept telling myself I couldn't do it and would never do it, which means I'd be proving myself right constantly. Yeah, it cost me. I think I spent 2.8 bill on ships, and I still have the Vagabond that I won in. I chucked it in my little museum station where I keep little trinkets and ships and stuff like that. And it's a reminder. That was a life lesson learned that day. But I say, wouldn't have that skin if it wasn't for him. And I'm being pulled at by a cat. Hey, Baggy. Bye, Baggy. Okay, so I'm in with the corner roll. I didn't turn my micro warp drive on. Okay, so with this one, it is pretty much warp in here, travel all the way along to about here, and then go for that one. And then travel a bit further along, go for that one. And typically at that point you just run through that and kill that one. And I know what my cat's doing now. He's trying to eat my cord from my headset. Lesson learned. But yeah, this is one of my favourite ships in the game. For the favourite mission, I love it. But this mission's scary. You can go months without getting a drop. I mean, on Sunday just gone, I got two warp scrams and a micro warp drive. It was like 250 mil, just from one mission. So this way, I mean, you can make a fair bit of money off this. I had a very, very good Saturday a couple of years ago. I know it's a couple of years, a long time ago, but still new in my head, where I got this like 6 times, and every single one was a faction drop. Every HateLesS out of 6 runs. I think it was like 2 billion in faction drops that day. So I don't know if there was an issue in the game and the mission was bugged. Put a ticket in, asked about it, was told no. I mean, they wouldn't tell me if there was a bug. But they said, no, nothing's wrong, nothing to see here. Okay, I will apologise if you can hear a dog bark in the background. That's the stream manager. She's getting a bit vocal. I mean, I thought it best to ask, because if there was a major bug and they said, right, yeah, there's, I know they wouldn't, but if they did say, yeah, there's an issue, then I'd say, okay, I'll stop playing. I'll decline that mission, because last thing I want to do is jeopardise my account for the sake of a couple of drops. But no, that was a very, very good day. Normally when I get to about half structure, I tend to fly in the direction, that way I can just pick up the loot and not stop. Okay. Start manually flying now. There we go. I lived in a wormhole for a year or so. No, garbage. Yeah, when wormholes first came out, we found a nice little class 2. Static ISEC. Set up a mining POS. Literally mined, chucked it in the POS, put it in the reprocessor thing, and shipped out the minerals. Grim, I can, but I don't. It's old habits die hard. I remember the old days where everything had to be like manual flying. Although the one ship I never quite understood why HateLesS used was the Vagabond and the Phantasm, because they never seemed to survive. It's quite common to watch one of his streams and one of those two ships would blow up. I mean, the Vaga was fast, so is the Phantasm, but Deimos has a very strong place in my heart. And the beauty part is the moment you get under 60 kilometers, yeah, Alberna there can't really shoot you that well now. But he can damp you. But he can't shoot you, he's not going to let you shoot him. I mean, I wish they had a better skin than the standard one. There we go, getting fire. I mean, sadly, this isn't the most awe-inspiring and epic mission to watch. I do like it though. Although I have been looking at making a Nurgle that does this. I know, Nurgle guy. The only downside is it'd have to be an unskinned Nurgle, because I can't have the same skin on two ships. Class 5, Class 6 ratting might be fun for you. Don't you need a lot of accounts to do that though? See, because me and HateLesS went the opposite way. I went to just running one account, one character. He went up to N plus yes. Couldn't tell you how many accounts he had at the end. I know most of his character names, so I got well over 20. But I don't think anybody will know the exact number of accounts he had. But I went literally single account, single guy. How much can one account make without the N plus? So, this one I tend to do something a bit different. I don't orbit this one. I get close enough and then I keep at range. So that way I'm in range when the loot pops. So yeah, man, I like the idea of doing what everybody else doesn't and just literally one account, one character. I mean, there's other characters on this account, but they're not used. I only use this one, this one. That's it. I think the other thing that put me off Wayballs, excuse me for that yawning while I was talking, is I'd probably having a good run and then get locked out somewhere. You know, if I need to move out. At least with this I've got the freedom, I can go anywhere, I can pick up missions here, I can pick up missions in Caldari space. If I want to do the epic arc, I can do that every few months. I'll take the gun. And let's go home. Yeah, this is Eve a la carte for me. I can just do what I want when I want. Oh. But again, I hope everybody's enjoying the stream. Yeah, it usually takes a setup. I heard they take a stick. I heard they take a stick and live in there. I mean, living in the wormhole does have some advantages. 'Cause you haven't got to move. All I remember is our wormhole dried up. I don't know whether there's some kind of mechanic, or there was a mechanic maybe, where the longer you're in there, the more you do, the less they spawn. Because we went from having like 10, 15 mining anomalies in a load of combat sites to maybe getting a couple a week. And these were spawning daily at one point. Didn't help as well, we had somebody nicking ships. We took in a load of exhumers. When we came out, we had none left. I mean, I'm not against day tripping and wormholes. Yeah, Blue Loot was nice. And we enjoyed doing the ones where like you hack the containers and then you get the bits for inventing like Tech 3. But we used to just get it and sell it quick, 'cause we had no interest in doing space stuff. Like space invention and space magic. Although speaking of that, I need to find out, because I did a test the other day to see if I can like build a Nurgle of my own. Wonder if that worked. Nah, I need to be closer. But it doesn't seem like it's failed. I'll have a look at that tomorrow. I mean, with how many Nurgles I go through, it might be worth like making my own. I'm training to build carrots. Nice. Ooh, hawk. That one. Actually, no. I can fly the Mimitar one. And I maxed every skill out for it. I could jump in a super carrier and be fine. Oh, what's it called? Oh, I cannot remember the name of ships. No, it's completely gone from me. Whatever the Mimitar carrier is, I can fly, and I'm also a maxed Glentate Dreadnought pilot. But again, running high sec, I had this delusion of grandeur that I could be a Dread pilot, so I trained everything, and then was like, yeah, I don't want to do this now. Ooh, that was a shiny. I mean, I'm a Titan skill book away from flying a Titan. But since I'm never going to fly one, what's the point? That was the shiny guy. But yeah. Still, best skin in the game for that ship. Come on, it's golden purple. I mean, if I was going to fly a Dread now, be the Phoenix. Just because I like torpedoes. But again, since I don't do much in low sec, it's kind of like, it's like buying a shiny for the sake of buying a shiny. You know, I could spend 5 or 6 billion on a dreadnought, plus fit, plus clone. Or I could build a mission fleet. So I wouldn't mind putting a few fleets around and just alternating between them. Just mix things up a little bit. But again, I'm not in a rush. I've only just set this base up, to be fair. Got a couple of other sites I'm looking at for alternative bases. Yeah, I mean, for me, if my alliance ever decided they wanted to take space in null, then I might have a reason to do stuff like that and get the shiny shinies. But we're a small to mid alliance. You know, I keep aiming to look to recruit for it. But unless you've got null space or you've got some kind of unique selling point, it's hard to get whole corps to join. We get people coming in, you know, they find us because we're a relatively new friendly little corp. But when it comes to low and null, we have a very, very small presence. And people want, like, they want to be able to jump in and do the big stuff, but I know even in null, if you want to, like, say you want to use a super carrier, you've got to have a Sino, or you've got to have a logistics carrier, they're like, oh, what do they call them? Force auxiliaries. And to fly one ship, you've got to have multiple accounts loaded, ready to go at a moment's notice to jump in to keep you alive. Doesn't really resonate with a one character guy. Because again, that's another area, because HateLesS wanted me to go out and join him in null. And he's saying, well, you could fly a super carrier, but you'd need this, and you'd need this, and you need beyond comms. I'm not a big on comms kind of person. I'll do the stream bit, because I have permission of the beautiful lady next to me. But I don't want to do null set where I've got to be constantly talking to somebody on comms, or at least always listening. Because when I play Eve normally, I've got my, I've got like an AirPod in one ear. If Mrs. D talks to me, I'm easily able to talk and keep track. Whereas if I'm on comms, yeah, it wouldn't work. So I think null's, I'm not going to say it's going to be out of reach for me, but it's not something that I'm really going to push for. Okay, so let's dock up. I definitely think we're getting close to the end now. I can feel it. Joey's been up since 5:45 in the morning, and it's 10 to 10, otherwise known as late night cowboy time. 10 to 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 10. But we're not there yet. I could do with a laugh. That ship's faster. I've got a couple more in me, I think. Yeah, this one's faster. Yeah, this one is a pure HateLesS Blitz. I can't speak to HateLesS Blitz. Let's get in, go to the gate, run out the gate, wait for the things to show and warp off. Although I do remember this mission being very profitable in the past. Because this is one of the missions I used to love to full clear. But I did the Garistas version at the time. So yeah, it's literally just going to be there and there. The best pay for running through a gate. Wouldn't normally use a Garma for this, it's just I haven't had a chance to go and buy myself just a little Dramiel just for doing the quick warpy missions. It is on my list of things to do. There you go, mission's done, dock up. Didn't have to fire a shot. I do like that station, how it looks, it's blue. Used to seeing those stations in gold, so blue's different. There we go, that's that one done. Yeah, that one's just a no. A no. No. We'll take that. We went to the Jaguar today. What do I think about the XL stations no longer being open? See, I was never fussed about that. Although at one point I did want to buy a Satoyo when I was living in a high-sec island and anchor it and call it DD's Bar and Grill. It would have been a free port. But, like I say, I was never fussed by it. I know some people wanted all the extra larges gone and still do. It was never a... Never got a second thought from me. But then again, I also don't keep anything in one of those stations. Any kind of citadel, I don't have anything in them. Never trusted them from day one. I always thought the idea of a station where I can't get my stuff out was bad. Because all it takes is you to pee off the wrong person and all your stuff's locked away then. I mean, what do you guys think of it? Good, bad, indifferent? Suggestions improved? Go go Sunbeam. Fair play. See, again, I've dabbled in industry, but when I did industry it was before my children were born, so that's at least before they even thought of, so that's almost 10 years ago. When at one point I was a rabid Care Bear doing nothing but mining on 7 accounts, and I thought I was the dog's danglies for doing that. I mean, blowing up, pulling a moon chunk and then blowing it up in a high-sec island and having, it was 7 orcas just split between it, just mowing it all down with drones. And the weirdest bit is I had an 8th orca that would kind of pull in the cans as they stuck, because I'd get up to so much, drop a can, pull it in, it docked in the station and just did nothing but that. Eve Dobra, thanks for coming to the stream, mate. Yeah, you're right on that. Tataras are allowed in high sec. Yeah, thanks for coming. It's appreciated. Just doing some burner missions. Well, any missions really that I like. Hope you're okay tonight, or today, depending on where you are. Guts, wouldn't say any max skills, but it helps. I mean, if you do want to know more, if you go on YouTube and look up HateLesS_gaming, sadly he passed away, but his videos are still probably the best resource out there. And a lot of the legacy videos, or pretty much on all of his burner ones, he tells you the skills you need. And like I said, I haven't got any resource like that. His videos are still the best option to go through. Nothing in that rack. But I mean, a lot of the ships, some 5s may be required, 4s more or less a minimum. But yeah, I'd definitely check his videos out. And again, thanks for coming to the stream and having a chat. Everybody that comes in and says hi or says anything, it's greatly appreciated. Okay, so let's dock up on this one. But yeah, if anyone's got any questions about the missions or anything like that, feel free to ask. I mean, I've got many years of background knowledge with them, most of which, yeah, I learned from HateLesS. Just keeping the torch going, as it were. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever sit in an orca or do mining ever again. I joke about that time and call it the dark times. I mean, at the time I didn't have a job. I was in an unusual situation where if I got a job I was in trouble and I wasn't allowed to get a job. Dead weird time. So I literally got paid by the government to stay at home and play Eve. And I'd be ringing up almost like 2 or 3 times a week to get whatever it was sorted. And then when I got it sorted, within a week I got a job. And I've been gainfully employed more or less the whole time since, except for a little spat last year where I quit my job to look for a different career. And now I work in IT. Burners are probably where for me, that's where the better money comes from. But at the same time, I also do blitzing. So there's like things like right-handers, asmatars. I do stop the thief because that's like 2 shots and done. Damsel in distress. All these ships can be blitzed. All these missions can be blitzed. So you still get the clear. You do the bare minimum you need to do to complete the mission, then you run. That's how I strike a balance for like ISK and stuff like that. Nice. Well, Guts, if you ever need any help and advice, just message me. You message me on this. If you want to join the HateLesS_gaming Discord, that's where that's probably the Discord I frequent the most, or just hit me up in game. Happy to help any mission runner out, or anybody that wants to look into it. But I also decline a lot more missions than most. But I try to specialise in the burners and the blitzable ones. If a mission takes more than one tick to complete, I don't do it. I want to say the only exception to that is burn HateLesS, because if I'm having a bit of a weird day, that can take longer. But usually you can do that in about 8 minutes, maybe 9, if you focus. Yeah, see, this is where it gets weird. The game is split, like for payouts, you get one every 20 minutes. So, if you start doing a mission dead on the hour, and you start the mission then, by the end of the first 20 minutes you should get a payout. Okay, I'm probably going to destroy your name because I don't know if the X's are real, but I'm just going to be Nevos. Yeah, that's spot on. I mean, I'm running 0.8 just because I found a nice place, and I'm not bothered about money right now. I just wanted a nice little relaxing place to run. But yeah, if you can find a decent system in a 0.5, so Langisi for Sisters of Eve is probably the best of all the agents pretty much in the game. There's a couple of agents in some high-sec islands that are almost as good, but bugger to get into and a bugger to stay in as well. And Nevos, thanks for coming to the stream. It's greatly appreciated. I mean, if any of you guys do like to follow, it's entirely up to you. I'm never gonna be like, hit the follow button or else. But yeah, every one of you that comes in, it's greatly appreciated, and I appreciate the fact that you're giving me a bit of your time to come here. Yeah, this stream is nothing, it's just kick back, have a bit of fun, do a few missions, spread the knowledge where we can. I mean, I have said if I get a decent faction drop, I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm just not looking to do it. I don't want to do giveaways for no reason. If we get a faction drop while you guys are here, then you guys should benefit from it. Okay, so orbit at 18, hit that, reload because I'm OCD. Yeah, I've done SOE and Thucker because I did large cap batteries for a while. If I see another large cap battery ever again in my life, it's still too soon. And with SOE, it sounds weird, but I used to like making nesters. You know, there's an option, because I was never bothered about IS per hour, I'm always fun per hour, or fun per day. Ampius, thank you for coming into the stream, mate. Hope you're okay. Hope everyone. We've had quite a few new people come in very quickly, so I hope you're all okay. Now I know I got a follow earlier. Oh, it was Hampius. Oh, thank you. It did kind of blow up my ears. I still got to work out the sound volume and all this, but I'd say thank you for following, mate. Let's see if we get a loot drop. It'd be really nice to get a loot drop now, because then I can give you guys something. Okay, so yeah, good evening to you too, pal. Turn that off. Oh, we have got a faction drop. It's only a little one, but something. Okay. Let's give that away. Let's get it in my cargo hold first, because then I'll fly off without it. Okay. No, you have to bear with me on this. I am still getting used to this. So I have to go to my dashboard. Essentials. No, is it recent events? No. There we go. Let's have a look. So that's complete. Okay, so Sorry about this. I am still well new at this. So just give me one moment. I'm gonna do a custom giveaway. Name. We got a thing. And I spelled thing wrong, so we got a thing. Okay, so we're going to do a 5-minute timer. Prize, faction, loot, we just got. Oh, come on, I even spelled faction wrong. Confirm. We'll start that giveaway. Okay, guys, you've got 5 minutes. Let's have a bit of fun with this. Somebody deserves to have this faction launcher. It's not much, but it's fresh. It's only got one previous owner, slightly singed. Yeah, so do exclamation dangerous. Deserge, thank you for coming in, mate. We just started a giveaway. I said if I got a faction drop, I'd give it away. It's only a Caldari Navy rocket launcher, but as I said, one previous owner, slightly singed, bargain it with the price of 0 to the winner. Hi Zog Tiger, thanks for joining, mate. Oh, thanks for following as well, mate. Thank you so much. Like I say, just you guys being here is appreciated more than I can describe. Let's hand this in. Okay, so what we'll do, I'm going to jump in that. Hunter will recognise this fit if he's here, or because Hunter likes to lurk. It's an alternative one for the Garista burn. It's on Eve Workbench under HateLesS. That name always makes me smile. So what we'll do is, while we're waiting for that timer to tick down, we'll do this. So I'm just reading through the chat again now. So, blah, 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 blah. By the way, have you ever BPC dropped in burner mission? I had one in my. When you say BPC dropped, do you mean like ships or anything else? Because at one point they were dropping like, literally they're dropping. I can't think of an analogy. I was getting vigilant Dramiels, Ashamu blueprints, like crazy. And as my partner just said, she said that they were dropping like flies. So yeah. Yeah, crew, I've had them. Yeah, you get them. They're rare. To a point. I mean, at this point I couldn't tell you. Let's see how sad I really am. Where is it? Personal activity. Oh hell no, I do not like that in full screen. Missions. Just under 15,000 missions. So in that time I've definitely had a few. The downside is when CCP added the planetary production items into the pool needed to make faction cruisers, they destroyed the value of them. Originally I'd get 300 mil say for a vigilant blueprint. Can barely get 20-30 mil for them now. And that's if I'm remembering the pricing right. Which I may or may not. Just got about 2 minutes left in the giveaway, and so far I can only see 2 people in it. So if you do exclamation dangerous, you've got a chance at winning a faction launcher. It's not much, but it's fresh off the ship. Killed it myself. Fed nothing but fresh grass. Only the premium missiles were ever used in it. But yeah, well, literally everybody just I collect all faction items I find. Yeah, if you saw my faction tin, yeah, I'm a hoarder. I sell some, I keep some. It's like my nest egg. You know, when the shit hitteth the fan, I've got a chunk of money just waiting. Now I have to remember what I'm doing on this, because I hit orbit, but I actually want to say keep in range. Or is it the other way? No, I do keep in range. I go to it, and then I tell it to orbit at 1,000. Lock it up. And then 17. But yeah, seriously guys, do exclamation dangerous, get in on that draw. Someone's winning it the moment I've finished this as well. Okay. There we go. That'll be dead by about 17 rounds of ammo left. Hey, HateLesS! Thanks for coming in, mate. Oh wow, you got in that quick. It's like your thing, and it's like you can no longer enter this raffle. Okay, so. Oh, good on you, mate. Thank you. Again, it's always appreciated when people look. Like I say, I've just been telling them I'm using your fit for this. Yeah, HateLesS streams as well. Although, Guts knows, because I'm pretty sure you've won his draw as much as I have. Okay. Okay, so... what we'll do is we'll get back to the station, we'll do the draw, I'll send it out, and then I'll thank you all for your time. But... okay, so let's... never get anything from the Garista one. Thinking the, what, 5 years I've been doing burners, I got one faction loot drop from that. I mean, it was a Dread Garista's invuln, so I'm not arguing. But, yeah, given how much loot he gives out, you're never getting loot. I mean, I hope you've been entertained by the stream, even if it's just in the background, Hunter. Now, I'm probably not... well, I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. I know that much. Tomorrow I'm having a day off. But Thursday I will be doing the same thing as this. So, probably, but I'll always be starting at 8 o'clock UK time, which at the moment means it's 1900 Eve time. Might start a few minutes before, but I'll be there on Thursday. Okay, so let's get this winner picked while I'm on my way home. Okay, so good luck everybody. And it's Zog Tiger. Grats, mate. All I need is your in-game name and I can send this straight out. No, thank you for coming, mate. It's got to be in it to win it, and you came. I haven't got that bit set up. I'm still old-fashioned, mate. I'm working on it. So, is it just Vanoka, or does it have the IGN at the end? I've hit the point where I'm falling asleep now. Let's get that perfect. Okay, so okay. I've just given me a bit of a my little tagline at the moment is just give me a hell yeah if that's you, and then I'll get it sent straight away. Awesome. So it's that. Okay, so let's do that contract. Space is cool. Okay. There you go, contract's up, pal. Enjoy. I say, one previous owner, slightly singed. Nah. Enjoy. Sell it, use it, give it to another noob. Whatever you need to do. Okay, so yeah, that's me done for the night, guys. Again, thanks to everybody just for coming. It's greatly appreciated seeing so many people coming into the stream. Hand on heart, I haven't seen how many people have been here. It might have been 5 people max, it might have been 50, I don't know. I'm waiting for that little email you get after the stream that tells you all your stats. And I'm kind of like a big kid at Christmas waiting for that. But I'll be streaming again on Thursday. I would love it if you could all come in, even if you just say hi, anything. Just, I'm enjoying this, and I'm enjoying it because you guys come in and have a chat with me. Just feels like it's like having an extra chat channel on Eve. So, but yeah, it's. Hope you have fun and it charges you. Oh yeah, it's charging the battery somewhere. But yeah, tomorrow's off. Thursday I'm back on. So get ready for some more missions on Thursday. But if you have any questions, queries, anything, hit me up on the HateLesS Gaming Discord channel if you're not in there already. It's a good community. If you ask a question, a lot of the time you'll get it answered by a lot of us straight away. If you need any personal help or anything like that, just message me. You know, message me on Twitch, message me on that Discord, hit me up in game. And then, but other than that, just fly safe and fly fun. I'll see you on Thursday. But yeah, thank you for your time, guys. It's greatly appreciated. But other than that, I'll leave you to the night. Enjoy the game, make lots of ISK, and tell me lots of stories on Thursday. Right, see you later. Bye bye.